Hello YouTube, this is We All Juggle Knives with another budget knife review. Now the brand here is Sanren Mu. Yeah, try saying that 10 times fast. This is item number 7112. It's extremely pointed. A nail nick? What? That's old school. Aluminum handle, see the lanyard hole. Good texture on that handle with those grooves. And this is a slip joint. Yes, we're going truly old school. Blade length is 2.6 inches. Here is a size comparison for you. On the top we have my Spyderco Delica, the ZDP Delica in racing green, and you see this knife is significantly smaller even than the Delica, which is known as a handy everyday carry knife in itself. And the length is more equivalent to that Buck Nobleman, right? But that has a wider blade. You know, this knife, it weighs next to nothing. It's ultra light, right? It came very sharp as well. Time to slice some paper, right? And those other knives in the background, those will be in other videos, right? But this thing, it's thin and it's like a scalpel almost. It did very well on the paper. Now the blade shape, it almost looks like a fillet knife that was scaled down. You know what I'm saying? Like a fillet knife blade. You see that? Now that is a full hollow grind. It might look flat, trust me, it's actually a full hollow grind. You don't see full hollow grinds very often at all. Partial hollow grinds are pretty common because they're basically cheap to make, but this is a full hollow, meaning right to the spine. The last time I saw that was on one of those old-time straight razors. There you see it in hand with a little tiny skeletonized pocket clip. All right, closed construction, of course, being a slip joint with that back spring, but it does have a little bit of resistance from the spring. Even though it doesn't have a hard lock, it does offer you a little bit of security. And there's also a blade stop about 45 degrees into closing it. There's like a blade stop too. So at less than $6, this really is an incredible bargain. First of all, I love the blade shape. It's like a mini fillet knife. It's thin. It's going to slice right through things. Very high initial sharpness and very pointed for starting cuts or for precision work with the tip. I mean, you could dig out a splinter with this thing. And you know, it's a slip joint with a nail nick. It's very non-tactical, super non-threatening. It's small. It gets under any sort of length limits at 2.6 inches. This is going to be very, very popular with my European subscribers because if you live in a country where you're not allowed to have a locking blade, you're not allowed to have a one-handed opening blade, you're not allowed to have something 3 inches or more, whatever the restriction, this gets around all those restrictions, and it's very inexpensive, super easy to carry around. You could carry it on a keychain theoretically. This would make an awesome gift for women as well as men. You know, it's a small knife. It's not going to weigh down the wife or the girlfriend. They're not going to be scared of it. The steel on this is 8CR13 MOV, perfectly acceptable for this price point. It sharpens up really well and it's resistant to rust. So where to pick one of these up? I got this from GearBest.com. They sent it to me in return for a review. However, if they had not done so, I would have purchased one myself anyway because so many people ask me for slip joints and truthfully, it's hard to find good ones, especially for a bargain price. So yeah, really happy with this knife. It would be great in a little kit on the keychain, little backup knife. The blade shape, it's so sharp, so easy to carry. It's almost like a little folding scalpel, which I like. You know, sharpness is always important, but it's even more important with a short blade because there's less edge length to draw through the target to make your cut. So it follows a good philosophy. Little folding scalpel, you're not going to feel it at all. Yeah, this is going to be very popular. Like I said, the Europeans are going to love this, and GearBest ships to any country. Hope you enjoyed seeing this blade. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.